Team ban.
Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I'm bringing you guys one of the JoinDota League games. This is Euphoria versus tRICKED Esports. This is Division 2 if I'm not mistaken. And I'll actually look at the brackets once I get a chance to do that. But for right now, I need to talk about these bans and picks because a lot of things have happened. I came into this a little bit late. I was trying to get in there as a caster, but I missed my mark by a little bit. So I'm not on Dota TV, but I hope I will be in the next game. I've already asked if I can get that spot. But anyway, the bans and picks, the bans you guys see over there, I'll talk about the picks more so than the bans because that's a little bit more important. We see the Invoker Visage, Mirana, and Nagasara pick up on Euphoria side. So by the looks of it, they're going to be going for some kind of aggressive early game type stuff because Invoker will have the Sunstrike, Mirana will have the arrows, and Nagasara will have that net to help out with those kills. Moving on to tRICKED Esports, you see that they got the Nature's Prophet, OD, Bane, and Gyrocopter. It looks like they just flat out want to win in every single way possible. Gyrocopter, very scary carry late game if he gets his items. Bane, a very knowing person. He can also set up a lot of things for Gyrocopter with his, I guess, ulti. OD just flat out wins his lane, and Nature's Prophet split pushes you to death. So a lot of tricky things coming up from tRICKED Esports, and boom, look at that perfect segue into the next thing, which will be our Sand King. Which Sand King meshes well with this lineup. He has a really good initiation. Burrow Strike OP. Please nerf, especially in ability draft. Guys, just a little word to the wise. If you ever play ability draft and there's a Burrow Strike there, that should be the first thing you pick. Unless you're trying to go for some super hard carry type thing. Burrow Strike should be at the top of your list because that's a very powerful spell. And I've lost many games because I didn't pick it up first.
Reserve time.
Trust me.
10 seconds remaining.
So anyway, bans. Actually, no, can't talk about bans. Bans went away. Shadow Fiend will be the last pickup for Euphoria.
Team pick.
Shadow Fiend versus OD. I do not like that matchup. I will go ahead and admit that. Shadow Fiend already has no way to really escape. But then again, on the other side, OD will be playing aggressively versus Shadow Fiend, assuming they're both going mid. Actually, no, Invoker's there. No, hold on. If Shadow Fiend goes mid versus OD, OD will be playing aggressive versus Shadow Fiend, which means that Astral Imprisonments will be falling on top of Shadow Fiend, which also means that Mirana can just casually toss an arrow and kill OD all day long. So it's gonna be some really good aggression coming out from Euphoria. Overall, I think OD will still win his lane regardless, unless they can get some really good ganks. So Mirana and Nagasara really have to be really active. And actually, now that I say that, now that I think about it,
10 seconds remaining.
We just might see carry Nagasara. But then again, we could see a safe playing Shadow Fiend, mid Invoker, Visage / Mirana run that off lane and Nagasara playing that support. It's too early to tell. I was gonna go ahead and admit that now. And let's see if I got any messages. Sweet. I got the seat for next game, guys. Heck yeah. No broadcaster in Dota TV, but I will be the broadcaster next time around. So hopefully that would be awesome. So we got the game getting paused. And I have some hot tea next to me because it is very cold outside to the point where it's snowing. But I have tea, so it's fine, guys. It's fine. Drinking my tea while watching Dota TV. Oh man, I'm so good at this game, I know. But let's go ahead and go to free camera so we can get things on the road. So let's start the game off with introductions. Start off on the side of tRICKED, which on this Bane we see zombie. No, we see the Korean zombie. Oh, a different kind of zombie. Moving to this Outworld Devour, we see Raise on him. Or Rise, how you pronounce that. Move number 2, this Nature's Prophet who has mushrooms on his head, so he must be a Mario. We see @Fire Dota on him. On this Gyrocopter, we see Balsam on Gyro. And last but not least, on this Sand King, we see @SilverHaze Dota. That ends out all the callouts on the side of tRICKED. Moving to the side of Euphoria, we see on the Shadow Fiend, we see Cilia on him. On this Visage, see, wow, I cannot pronounce that. Lillian Licious. And man, I got ice coming down, guys. It's no longer snow, it's now ice. It's officially threatening to turn up power, which would be bad. On this Invoker, we see Shiz on Invoker. And we have 2 people left, which is one is Vilik, and we got Hamza. Once those guys be picked up, we'll figure out who they'll actually be playing. But for now, we'll just have to wait and play the guessing game. One of those guys are going to be playing Nagasara, and the other one is going to be playing Mirana. Of course, it's who's going to be playing what, what's going to be playing who, and who will be getting played by what. And we got, is that Vilik? Nope, nope, that's darn. That's him as playing that Nagasauron, so that means I feel like we'll be playing that Marana. And oh my gosh, this tea is so enjoyable. It might be bad though, I think I added too much honey, which is horrible because that means I'll have trouble clearing my throat. Because you know honey makes you have like spit that's like all sticky and stuff, and it's horrible. It's horrendous, guys. It's just as bad as it sounds. But it's well worth it. Well worth the risk. And we got Marana finally picked up, so I feel like we'll be playing that. Marana. The G's going through. And let the throat clearing begin. Oh jeez. Game is hard. So we got everybody buying this stuff up pretty fast. Gyrocops are already heading down towards the bottom lane. We got the 5-man rotating towards bottom. Nope. No, we got OD going to his normal lane. And oh my gosh, look at the courier. It's a blue courier. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. This is one benefit of being in Dota TV and not being in game. I cannot do this in Dota TV. Look at it, it's so cool. I totally don't want one, but it just looks cool. A jade hoof. It's like My Little Pony, the blue version. Oh guys, I went there. I freaking went there. Anyway, we got 3-man rotation into the jungle. Gyrocops will be the one playing that point. He might be finding a Marana arrow to his face, also a Naga net if he's not careful. We got tri-lane on tri-lane action by the looks of it. Tri-lane with the Visage plus Marana plus Nagasauron should be easiest kills of the life. Should be easiest kills of life. But then again, you do have the burst strike from Sandkin, which can disrupt things. And you also got Gyrocops with his Rocket Brides, which can hurt a lot. Oh yeah, Bane, Nightmare. Yeah, standard stuff. We expect those. But tri-lane on tri-lane action, Nature's Prophet going to be playing that Suicide Lane, which I have been seeing a lot more of. And I must admit, guys, I do not like Nature's Prophet Suicide Lane because he doesn't do much. I mean, all he can really do is just get levels and then TP to another lane and get a kill, possibly. That's really about it. And the Mushroom Tree is looking pretty sweet. It's over here looking like a football player trying to guard this rune. It does find the rune. It does kill the rune. No rune for you. And that will be it. That will be all that she wrote. Sentry was already placed in the jungle to stop a pull camp. It did not stop the other pull camp, or the good pull camp. It only stopped the bad pull camp. Looks like Bane is going to eventually kill that Observer Ward. 50 gold going for him. That's essentially equal to a creep kill. And oh my gosh, I drank too much tea at once. It burns. This is why you shouldn't drink tea in cast, guys. Because you don't pay attention to one or the other, and then you end up dying, and then next thing you know, you're going to the hospital in the snow, and then people are dying because you had to call the hospital in the snow, and then they can't drive, and they fall off the road. Anyway, let's talk about the game that we actually have at hand. This tri-lane on tri-lane, I do favor the tri-lane coming out from Euphoria, mainly because they have a lot easier time of actually getting kills. Gyrocops hasn't put himself at risk going for that Rocket Barrage, and Bane, he only has one Nightmare. Sand King is going to be doing the pulls because he does want his levels. So that will mean he won't be there for assistance whenever they do go for those things. But at the end of the day, guys, it's all about the crazy Naga net, or sorry, Visage, Grave Chill into Naga net into arrow from Rana. It's like textbook Dota going on here. Speaking of textbook Dota, we have an OD on the side of the Radiant who's going to get the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend getting all the raises that he can because he knows as soon as he gets Astral, he's going to lose that mana anyway. Trying to get that damage off while he can. And he does get a little bit of damage, getting those souls built up. Only one soul so far, only one less hit. Sad, Shadow Fiend is sad. OD doing an excellent job of denying everything that comes his way. Just to give you guys perspective on everything, creep spawn every 30 minutes, or every 30 seconds. And it's been about 3 creep waves so far. OD has denied 14 creeps total. There's about 4 creeps per wave. And if you want to do the math, that's like 16 creeps. So Shadow Fiend's only had a chance to kill 2. So OD doing an excellent job, like I said, of denying all these creeps. Of course, it's not including the wave that we see here. But OD doing an excellent job of denying everything. Make sure Shadow Fiend does not get any Necromancer stacks. And also Astral imprisoning him whenever he goes for those right clicks. For those ice hits. Visage getting scouted out. The double damage will be going his way. He has that Grave Chill. He also has a Soul Assumption. They will be seeing some damage. Gyrocops to get healed. The arrow doesn't want to be here anymore. Nagasauron just has a Mirror Illusions. Beautiful play coming up from her. Just mitigating a lot of damage coming out of that. But I don't know if it'll be enough. It will not be enough. Gyrocops, Bane able to get the last hit on top of that Nagasauron. And Gyrocops does go down to the Marana. So at the end of the day, you lost your carry, but you got first blood. I want to say it was a wash on both sides because Gyrocops is not farming for now. He has to spend money on a TP scroll just to get back into lane. But I think he bought his stuff before he died. I'm not too terribly sure. Not too terribly sure, but maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
No.
Get off my lawn!
After being the mean old man that he is, saying get off my lawn as he continues to get his last hits. The last hit war going between Mirana and Gyrocopter is actually in favor of Mirana. I think that's more so a result of the fact that the pulls have been going through on the Radiant side, and they have been trying to deny what they can, but at the end of the day, they have to be very careful, because if Gyrocopter gets caught out just one little bit by a Visage, Grave Chill, or Naganet, then he's pretty much dead. So I have to play very cautiously, especially when you have Mirana just tossing arrows like it's candy. Just giving them out, saying, hey, here, take an arrow. It only costs 100 mana, and I have a mana pool of 200, or sorry, 300. But both sides pretty much in identical builds. The only difference is that Gyrocopter does not have a healing salve anymore. I don't know if he had one to start off with. And Mirana, she's actually out of a tango, so looks like she's a little bit more sustainable for now. She also has the support that's a little bit better off. The nap comes from Naga. The arrow from Mirana will be falling here very soon. Actually, Bane, beautiful job popping himself that nightmare on top of Mirana. Beautiful bird strike from the side from Sand King. Sand King can't do anything but stand still and die. He does go down. He tried to pop it. He couldn't pop a sandstorm in time, and now we got Mirana leaping away to the victory. And yeah, like I said before, I favor the tri-lane coming out from Euphoria. Mainly because they have a better kill lane. They have a better kill potential. Gyrocopter has to put himself at way too much risk in order to get that damage off. And that damage is good, yes. It hits for a whole entire, I used to tell me the numbers. Anyway, 15 rockets, 10 rockets per second. And it lasts for... No, sorry, 15 damage. It lasts for 3 seconds. So 30 rockets times 15. I can't do that math that fast, guys. But that's 150 times 3. So that's what? 450 damage at this current level. We got rotation coming from Naga. OD will be backing away. And like I said before, OD will be playing very aggressive on Shadow Fiend with those Astral Imprisonments, so they can easily walk around and go for those ganks. But sadly, they were not able to find the angle that they wanted. The smoke gang did come through. The smoke gang almost was successful, but like I said, OD playing a little bit too safe for them to deal with. Invoker buying himself some phase boosts because he wants to be survivable and he wants to be the damage dealer. And actually, Invoker, where the heck is Invoker? Is Invoker mid? No, Invoker's top. Wow, okay. Invoker is going to be playing a safe lane. Shadow Fiend did play that mid like I called before. I want to say Invoker would struggle a lot more versus Shadow Fiend.
Denied.
Gotta love those last hits. Speaking of last hits, Shadow Fiend has himself 16 last, or at least 16 last hits. He has 14 last hits, 2 denies, so 16 last hits total. Necromancer do a good job of doing my math for me. As far as the rest of the items around the map, we see that OD is in fact going to be going for that hand of minus, so he's going to be very, very, very fragile for a very long time. No mechanism rush on him. Once he has that hand of minus, I imagine he's going to be going for a mechanism afterwards, but the mechanism at this point is going to be really late. Instead of hitting it at the 12-minute mark, it's going to hit it roughly at the 18, maybe 20-minute mark, depending on how survivable he is. But he has been doing an excellent job of getting those last hits. The most last hits on the map, 32 last hits, 29 denies. He's doing a beyond beautiful job of making sure Shadow Fiend gets nothing. And Shadow Fiend forced to use what little mana that he has to actually throw out those razors to get some last hits. At least that's a raise level 3 if I'm not mistaken, so he can actually do some damage to those razors. And he'll be walking on towards the jungle, doing a few raises, raising the roof like a boss, getting a few last hits, 3 more souls going his way. Meanwhile, rotations coming out from the Radiant, just all up in the jungle. They're going to deny some wars. The beautiful deny coming out from Bane. Oh my gosh. Talk about tryhard. Century was placed here by the Diary. Sand King was scouted out somehow. I don't know if Centuries reveal you for neutrals, but if they do, then Sand King's a very sad Sand King. But a Sand King did get punched in the face while he was invisible, which is a little questionable. And I got things popping everywhere. See, this is why I hate this map. It's like that happens everywhere. I'm trying to get them all out. I don't see. Are there any more? I don't think there's any more. Anyway, Astral Prism used on top of Shadow Fiend mid. Just gonna pop himself a regen room, regen up all the mana that he has. Sadly, he doesn't have that maximum mana pool, but it's only reduced by 10 intelligence, guys. That's like 140 mana. That's a big deal. The farm is still going on with Bane and Sand King. They will be finding themselves a Nagastar around the corner. They know it's not an illusion. The smoke gang will not be used. Nagastar actually going to stand here, try to go for a nice little pull or something. Not too terribly sure. Shadow Fiend is here as well. A lot of people are going to go farm the stack. This is not what they want to have happen. They're going to fight over the stack. Nice little rocket bars. Beautiful from Mirana. Ulti catching a few. Sand King, nice stun, catching 2 people. Arrow from Mirana does catch the top of Garkov. The Central was getting placed already. They found the Observable. They found a lot of things. They found the Raise. They found the Death. This is 2 people dead. Double kill from Mirana. TP comes in from Prophet really late. They give themselves a nice observable, and that's really about it. So at the end of the day, the Mirana ulti able to save for team's life. The Sand King Burrow Strike almost able to help them get a kill, but sadly it's only Burrow Strike level 1. I think level 2 might have done it because somebody had like a slither of HP left. And I'm pretty sure that slither was worth like 10 total HP.
Radiant's top tower is getting walloped.
So we see Shiz on this Invoker doing a very beautiful thing. Guys, I'm a huge, gigantic, oh my gosh, crazy, huge fan of Quas Wex Invoker. Because you could just do so much more. I think Quas Exo Invoker is the worst thing in the world. It's like the most okay, it's not the worst, but it's the most boringest thing in the world. Like, you just do Quas Wex and you kill things. Okay, whatever. Or you do Quas Exo and you kill things with right clicks. Who wants to do that? Why would you pick Invoker if you just want to right click things? But anyway, Quas Wex Invoker is all about that CC, all about those spells, all about that EMP Tornado, Meatball, Tornado, oh sorry, Tornado from his Tornado Stick, Tornado from the other Tornado as well. He's all about those combination of spells. He's all about that quick trigger finger stuff that I can't do because I'm so bad at Dota. But at the end of the day, this Invoker should be really effective in the mid game. Late game, not so much, because late game people just build BKBs and just ignore you. This makes me a little sad. Meanwhile, we see in the jungle, we see Mirana does get a kill on top of Sand King. Gyrocopter ulti is up. He did not go for that missile because who the heck goes for homing missile on Gyrocopter nowadays? It's a waste of a stat point, especially at this level. Maybe later. But these supports just being as obnoxious as possible. They're stacking the camps of the Radiant, and they're also roaming in, trying to stop the pulls coming out from Sand King and also from Visage, pulls coming from Sand King and Bane. And they've effectively shut down their supports, which is an excellent thing to do because if you can deny supports to the levels, then they can't do anything. Like I said before, Sand King had a Burrow Strike on 2 people, which was beautiful. It was gorgeous, but it only did 100 damage instead of 160. That extra 60 damage was what he needed to actually help them get that kill. So rotation coming mid, Shadow Fiend using his illusions to scout out. Oh, this tea is delicious.
Radiant managed to deny their
Top tower does get denied by the Bane, so good job on his part. Also, good job of not getting caught out by some abilities. So many people on the dire down bottom. Gyrocopter definitely doesn't feel safe. He should not feel safe. He needs to go and TP out if he knows what's good for him. But he doesn't see any creeps. He doesn't see anybody. He's missing 4 on the map, or 3 on the map. And now he sees all 4 down bottom, so the pings will probably be coming down this tower pretty darn hard. TP support will be following him very soon if they want to defend this tower. TP actually comes in from the dire. They want to push this tower down while they can. And Gyrocopter going to almost get hit by an arrow, just barely able to survive. He gets caught with the net though, so he will be going out. TPs do come through finally. Sand King's going to be here. Gyrocopter doing a whole bunch of damage to Mirana. Mirana does help, or does get the kill at the end there. Beautiful tornado coming up from Invoker, catches a few people. Sand King, don't know where he went. Oh, never mind. He went to his grave. And now we got Bane showing up. Brain Stab does kill the Shadow Fiend. OD ulti does fly. He does get a kill, or almost gets a kill on top of Visage, but Visage is still alive. Visage is going to do a beautiful job walking around the corner, TP out, and that's the end of that engagement. At the end of the day, 2 people dead. The only saving grace for the Radiant in that whole entire fight was the fact that Shadow Fiend did buy back, so he can collect more souls. He won't be able to get any more last hits to get that reliable gold. He will be able to get tower gold though.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Or he won't be able to get unreliable gold, sorry.
Radiant's bottom tower is now a pile of dust.
Ooh. I'm almost done with the tea, guys. Just bear with me. It's really good. Central in place mid, just in case Mirana decides to pop that ulti, or Invoker decides to walk in with all invisible like. That is definitely a possibility. Invoker Tornado Stick completely finished. It will be flying up to him, but oh my gosh, if the courier gets picked off, holy crap, that would be a horrible thing. But Bane doesn't have the damage necessary to kill the courier. He sees it a little bit too late for him to respond, so they're not going to be able to do anything. They're going to go on top of Shadow Fiend by the looks of it. Bane ulti does fall on top of Shadow Fiend. Right clicks galore coming out from OD, and that will be a dead Shadow Fiend. TP support does come in the form of a Nagasaki, but she can't really do anything but pop her ulti, and actually she's not even level 6, so that's not even going to happen anytime soon. I like how these trains run like a Nature's Prophet would.
Dire's middle tower is in the
Like
wrong
mini
end
Nature's
of
Prophet.
business. Dire's
kinda
structures
cool.
are fortified.
Nagasaki arrow flies on top of OD. OD getting body blocked by his allies. Garcopter using that rocket barrage just to kill the illusions. He knows they're illusions. Nagasaki wouldn't be playing that aggressive without her ulti. And Prophet ulti flies as well. Garcopter TP's up top, gets himself a little bit more farm. And oh my gosh, my T just fell. Don't worry guys, it's fine. It's all empty now, but still. What little was left makes me sad. It's sad to see that that won't be consumed by me. Don't know what that was, but that was not tea. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's paper. If I had a camera, you guys would have seen what just happened, and you guys would have been disgusted. Don't worry, guys, the floor is clean. I just need a towel now so I can actually clean off the floor. Or make sure it doesn't leave a spot. Anyway, we got the middle tower going to be going down. It does go down to Mirana. She's able to claim that gold for herself. Also, her team claims the 200 gold, so 200 gold to Gryffindor. Extra gold to Hufflepuff for being brave. Tornado from Invoker does fly. Does not catch a Nature's Prophet, who's actually going for an Agate Scepter. He's going to go ahead and pop himself a... whoops, never mind. Does go down. Arrow from Mirana does fly. He's almost able to get out of there alive, but the arrow from Mirana goes through trees. You think trees will block that, but sadly it doesn't. It's like a sacred arrow. It goes through everything except for people and creeps.
Dire's middle tower is under fire.
Mirana ulti to fly. We'll be catching everybody off guard. The Sentry Ward is placed mid. They're going to be able to kill the Dire Sentry Ward. The Radiant were able to see the ulti come through, so they will not be getting caught off guard. Nagasaki ulti is available. They can use it if they need to disengage or initiate a fight. But by the looks of it, looks like they don't want to do either one of those things. Not neither one of those things. Meanwhile, that bottom free farm Sand King because he needs those levels. Finally got his epicenter up. All he needs now is a blink dagger, which looks like he's farming for. Bane does a nice little ulti off on top of Invoker. Invoker going to get surrounded by everybody, taking a whole bunch of damage. Does go down. OD throws his ulti, but I don't think OD's intelligence is higher than Invoker's. It looks like it's very close. Oh no, it's not close at all. Never mind. Yeah, OD's much smarter than Invoker, so Invoker didn't feel that much damage anyway, because it wasn't that much higher, but still. That is still damage that Invoker felt. Nagasaki used those illusions to push the wave on back. And all the illusions going to be going down. Top tower taking a whole bunch of damage. The support is here in the form of Nagasaki and plus a Visage, but I don't think it's enough. The damage is actually down bottom. Shadow Fiend finds himself a Sand King in the jungle all by his lonesome. Sand King, beautiful juke into the trees. He will be able to TP out. Mirana Knight able to find a place. Shadow Fiend does throw out the rise, but it's a little bit too late, and that's really going to be it about that. So far, the rotations coming out from the Euphoria have been great, but Tricked are getting way more towers than they should be getting, to be honest. They should not have... Okay, they only got one tower. Still, Tricked have been sticking in, or have been, what's the word I'm looking for? They've been holding on to what Euphoria have been giving them, and Euphoria have been getting a little bit too much for my likings, especially when you have an OD and a Prophet. Once Prophet gets his items up, he can just TP, split push, and just kill you all day long. Once OD gets his items up, yeah, he's not that big of a deal. But Gyrocopter, he's a big deal. He almost has his drums up. 2 pieces away from that. So just going to continuously farm. Sand King doing some Sandstorm farming because he wants to be able to get his levels. He wants to be able to get the farm that he needs to get that Blink Dagger. And once he has his Blink Dagger, I think it's going to be a lot... These fights are going to be going a lot better for Tricked. And Euphoria are going to lose that edge that they have, which is the CC coming up from Invoker. Speaking of which, Invoker does have an item that really helps him out as far as CCs goes. He has himself almost max Wex, so he's moving a lot faster in that Ghost Walk, and he also has himself a Tornado stick, which can help him get his combinations off. Mirana ulti getting used, they will be finding himself a Prophet all by his lonesome. Invoker can just explode this Prophet all by himself. The question is, does he wants to? Prophet does see the slogan thrown on top of his feet, so he's going to be walking away. The cold feet does hurt, but he is able to figure out what that is. Mirana does get a kill on top of Gyrocopter. All down bottom by his lonesome. It looks like it was an arrow plus a star call or Starstorm. And now his watch ends. Invoker throwing out a tornado. Catches nobody. Roshan will be getting done here though. And Nagasaki doing a great job using those illusions to tank up. As far as using your illusions, they can get hit by Roshan, but they cannot hit Roshan. As soon as your illusions hit Roshan, they disappear. So you can use your illusions to tank up damage from Roshan, especially if some beefy Phantom Lancer illusions that do like, or that have like 20,000 HP or something like that. Or maybe if you have some illusions of Centaur Warrunner or Bristleback, just have them stand there and take the damage. But they cannot attack them, so be careful about that. So be mindful of that. Some jungle farming getting done by the Radiant, and Nagasarn does see the creeps run away, and Naga will be running away her as well. Man, Smoky to see getting perched up by Bane, and I'm trying to figure out what really is going to happen when these fights break out, because Invoker has the CC necessary to stop Bane from his Fiend's grip. He has the CC necessary to stop Gyrocops from doing damage, and also Sand King from doing damage. But really, what you need on the side of Tricked is BKBs or Sheepsticks, and one of those two things are getting built up by OD already. Blink Dagger is finished up by Sand King, so initiation is going to be beautiful on top of these guys. And actually, they found the Nagasarn all by herself. She does go down, easiest kill of her life. She was scouted out by what looked to be a Bane. Looks like she was scouted out by Bane, but Gyrocops did blow his ulti just to get that kill. It's not that big of a deal, because Gyrocops' ulti has like a 55-second cooldown, which is, I mean, by any standards, it's like a very fast cooldown, a very low cooldown.
Isn't well at the moment.
So, like I said, Tricked are getting way more room than they should be getting by Euphoria, mainly because Euphoria are all about that ganking roam strategy, and Tricked are playing more 5-man Dota now, as things are starting to progress towards that middle game. OG's Hand of Midas is starting to pay off. He has his 4-staff up already. He has himself an Ultimate Orb as well. Marana has her items for damage. OD 4-staffs forward. He does still get caught in the tornado, but he's outside of the range of that EMP, so he is a little bit better off because of the 4-staff now. And that would have been a very nice initiation coming out from Invoker, but sadly, everybody just Delta split it like bosses, and they were able to make it out on alive. You know, the Aegis is up on somebody. It's up on Shadow Fiend. Smoke C getting used. And the smoke getting into the jungle is what we'll be seeing here very soon. So we got the whole entire crew running through a Sentry Ward of their own. They will be finding themselves a wild Gyrocops. Gyrocops should be able to run away. I don't really know. Invoker does have the CC necessary. Tornado Stick getting used by Invoker. EMP falls as well. A lot of damage coming towards the Gyrocops. Gyrocops getting exploded. Oh man, the Astral Imprisonment. Astral Imprisonment coming up from OD. Able to keep Gyrocops alive just long enough so he can throw his ulti down. He's able to get a slow off on top of one person. I don't know if he was able to do too terribly much. Meanwhile, Bane gets a Nightmare off. He's not able to get the Nightmare off. I'm not too sure what. Oh, the stuns. The stuns coming out from the birds. Doing a little bit too much. The Sentry Ward's getting placed around the corner just in case Marana popped that ulti, or just in case Invoker popped his invisibility, which he totally did. And you Shiz is gonna be able to make that someone scotch free. And really, what saved the life of Marana that whole entire that game was the stuns coming from the side. Because those birds were able to stop Bane from getting that Nightmare off. His animation takes like 3 hours. Nagasar ulti gonna fly. Everybody getting scouted out. She's doing a good job of scouting things out. The bird's going to be scouting out things around the backside as well. One bird's about to be going down here very soon. 100 gold going towards OD. This fight will be getting disengaged. Actually, no, it will not be. Sand King blinks in, does a whole bunch of damage, but not enough damage to kill anybody. And 2 people down inside of the Radiant. Now we got another person. Nope, nobody else is going to be going down. The whole entire dire side of seeing if they can find anybody. They will be able to find a wild OD if they do keep running, if they do dig so far enough.
Is under fire.
And Invoker going to go ahead and pop himself a few quasses just to heal up between these fights. He gets crazy regen. 16 HP regen. That is almost a hood. That's a Hood of Defiance plus a few other items.
Dire have fortified their structures.
My middle tower going to be going down. Tornado from Invoker does fly. Catches a Gyrocops, which is not what you want to have happen. Gyrocops immediately pops himself a drone for endurance. Does not want to die here very soon. He's going to get caught with the cold snap, and beautiful trees coming from Prophet blocking the lane. And now we got Balsam on that Gyrocops, picking himself a regen rune just to keep on running, just to keep the fuel in his gas tank. And Marana's BKB is up. So Marana has a BKB, Shadow Fiend has a BKB, which means that OD doesn't do nearly as much damage as he did before. Sand King's Epicenter is like an epic thing of nothing. It doesn't do all that much. Prophet has himself an Aghanim Scepter, which is great. That can help him push these lanes out, but I don't know if it'll really be able to do too much. And speed of doing too much. We got a team fight happening down in the jungle of the Radiant. A lot of damage coming towards Bane. Arrow from Marana does fly. Hits on top of Sand King. Not who you want to have a hit on. OD forced to pop himself in an Astral Imprisonment. Does get a kill on top of Shadowfiend, but Shadowfiend does have the Aegis. OD able to make it out alive, and now the fight will be continuing around the backside. Bane does show up around the corner again. 2 people dead, OD dead, and Nagasaran dead as well. Gyrocopt to go try to go for the kill on top of Shadowfiend. Shadowfiend going to say, "Hey bro, do you want to go toe to toe?" And Gyrocopt says no. They both split their separate ways, and they looking like they're looking for a Sand King. And Sand King will be able to TP out in time before anybody on the dark side find him. And it looks like that'll be it. So at the end of the day, a fight that happens in favor of the Radiant. They did have the TP advantage. Actually, oh man, Sunstrike from Invoker. Alright, and we're back into the action. Sorry, had to look for a few things. But anyway, things happened. Prophet got a kill on top of Shadowfiend, which is great. That means Shadowfiend will not be able to do anything. Also, Sunstrike from Invoker did kill the Bane, so a nice little Sunstrike come out from him. That's only Sunstrike level 1, so Bane had to be really low for that to actually kill him. Now we got Invoker stalking a Sand King. He actually might be getting caught out if Invoker does decide to work on or try to go for a kill on top of Sand King. Invoker will be going down. No detection on the side of the Radiant as far as I'm concerned, so Invoker will be fine. Actually, they do see the slogan thrown on top of Gyrocopt. The ulti from Bane does fly just in time. Invoker does go down, and Euphoria is starting to fall apart. It's starting to have a few kinks in their shadows. Or starting to have a few kinks in their armor. The only saving grace for them in that whole entire thing was the fact that Gyrocopt ulti was already dropped, which means it will not be available for his next team fight. But that's going to be not that big of a deal. His ulti is all about the slow anyway. So the Radiant in full retreat. And I have chips as well, guys. I have tea and chips. Okay, I found who that again. See, they're the tortilla chips, so I was expecting salty, but my mouth wasn't ready for it after drinking that awesome tea. So now I feel a little disappointed. Just feel a little disappointed now. So yeah, let's not do that again, guys. Gotta keep the one flavor or the other. Can't have salty and sweet. I mean, you can have salty and sweet if you expect salty and sweet at the same time, but after having sweet and then a brief period of nothing and just savoring that sweet awesomeness and then having salty, it's like, don't do that again, please. So anywho, Nagasaran only level 8, so that means her ulti is not on level 2 just yet, which means the cooldown is going to be just as long as it was at level 1. Because it's not level 2, duh.
Allies disappear.
Just got a message from a friend. He wants to co-cast with me. We'll say sure. Just not right now. Anywho, both sides are running away. Mirana ulti was used. The smoke ink used as well. They're trying to see if they can find anybody. Mirana ulti does wear out. I don't know if that was a good Mirana ulti, to be honest. I think Mirana popped that just so they can make it out alive mid, and by that I mean Invoker plus Mirana. BKB coming up soon on Invoker, Gyrocopt, which is definitely needed so he can actually get those right clicks off. His damage item has not been picked up just yet. He only has a Jump of Endurance plus BKB soon, and once he has that, he'll probably go into Helmet of Dominator Satanic, I'm assuming. Or maybe he wants to actually go for some damage. So I don't know if Gyrocopt builds a man stuff.
He's not on top of things.
I feel like he doesn't. He usually builds MKBs for damage. Top tower. Top tower going to be going down. Force that forward from OD. He turns himself a Shadowfiend into a sheep, and Shadowfiend does go down. OD able to pick up the kill on top of that. And nice little initiation coming out from these guys. Beautiful fight, and now we got the rest of the Dire Squad roaming on mid. Gyrocopt gets hit with the arrow. Nice little nets coming from Nagasaran. Gyrocopt, the ulti does fly through as well. And BKB coming up from Rana. Tornado from Invoker does kind of save the life of Bane plus a Gyrocopt. Meanwhile, on the backside, we have Sand King trying to get a little bit of damage with his Epicenter. Not able to do too terribly much. Blink forward coming from Sand King. He also gets himself a nice little burrow strike, doing a beautiful job of making these guys run away as fast as they possibly can. This is why Blink Dagger, besides threw out his Soul Assumption, threw his Grave Chill on top of the wrong person. And now we got a lot of damage getting thrown towards the birds, and I think this might be a push for at least 2 towers. A pause does come through. Need reboot coming up from Gyrocopt. And things are getting very, very, very interesting I must say. Euphoria had a beautiful early game. Their later game, or the mid game, is not looking too hot. They do have the damage necessary on Shadow Fiend to actually kill things, but Shadow Fiend is getting focused down so fast, not even funny. OD, he, like I said before, OD had himself a hand of Midas. OD was very fragile early game, but once he gets that hand of Midas to pay itself off after about 10 minutes, that's pretty much free game for him. That's free gold from there on out. He had that hand of Midas very early, I think about the 7-minute mark. So yeah, it's definitely been paying itself off. He has a 4-staff and a sheep stick, which are big items for him to have. The only thing he's missing is power trades, just to keep him a little more survivable. But he'll likely build on to boost your travel anyway. Prophet, he builds up an Aghanim Scepter. So Fire Dota doing a good job of keeping those lanes pushed out. And Sand King Blink Dagger, definitely necessary, especially in this lineup. We have Mirana with the leaps, you have Naga with the nets, and also the ulti as well. You have Visage with the birds that are annoying as crap, and Shadow Fiend who can just run away between all those abilities to help him escape from his allies. So having that Burrow Strike, just being able to blink Burrow Strike and stop any and everybody, really good. Being able to epicenter blink Burrow Strike and then kill people that way, that's really nice as well. So really, what's keeping Euphoria in this game is the fact that they have such a good early game. The ganks coming out from Euphoria were really good. Mirana and Naga Siren and Visage did a good job of rotating around, but sadly they were not able to get as many ganks as they wanted to. They really need to get that kill on top of Shadow Fiend a few times, or not Shadow Fiend, OD a few times, and OD was able to survive a few of the ganks because he just had good positioning. Just flat out good positioning early game helped OD stay alive. As he should have, because guys, let's be honest, OD had himself a Hand of Midas, a Null Talisman, and 3 Iron Branches, or 2 Iron Branches, or whatever. There's no way in heck that he should be playing aggressively. And by aggressively, I mean playing forward, like pushing towers all by himself, when there's 2 people missing. That'll be crazy. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway. Enough of these persnickety comments on the side. Garcraft almost has his BKB. He's roughly 400, 500 gold away from that. Actually, no, 600 gold away from that. And once he has it up, he'll be happy about himself. Bane looks to be working on a 4-staff to help him get into good positioning, and also to help him run away, or maybe help his allies run away from a new Invoker or Mirana, who are trying to go on the rampage on top of their face. Visage has that Medallion of Courage, which has been a good thing to have when you're going against Roshan, because Roshan has a lot of armor. Roshan has like, okay, I would click on him and see, but he has like 30,000 armor, and just subtracting 6 armor from that can definitely help you out when you're trying to go for the kill on top of that. Mirana has herself a Maelstrom, likely working on a Desolator next. Her gold, what is her gold looking like? Her gold is looking pretty darn high. I think Desolator costs 4,200, or maybe it costs 3,800. I don't know, I think it's 4,200. Oh, okay, 4,100 for Desolator. Desolator does do a lot of damage, and it does help you out as far as your damage output goes, or your DPS, especially on Mirana, because she has a very nice attack animation. She attacks very fast because of that Maelstrom now. And once she does decide to build something out, like maybe a Melnir, if she wants to go that far, or she can also build herself a Manta style, which is really good for attack speed, really good for the movement speed, and also really good for stats, just to make you all overall survivable. And let's not forget the illusions. The illusions are great too. And especially considering the illusions are pretty much free. I think Manta style costs mana to use. Yeah, it costs 100. Wow. Whoa, holy crap. I didn't realize Manta style costs that much to use. Dear Jesus. But nonetheless, Mirana should have enough mana to use all that and more. Actually, if you think about it, because for every 1 point of intelligence you have, I think it increases your mana pool by 14, if I'm not mistaken, and for every 1 point of strength you have, it increases your HP by 19. So if you have 10 intelligence gain coming up from Manta style, and it costs 165 mana, that means that you're really only paying 25 mana from somewhere else. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Manta style gives you enough mana to use it, or it gives you a bigger mana pool, just enough to use it. And also Mirana, her other abilities, yeah, Starstorm, Arrow, Leap, and her ulti, she can probably use all those twice in Manta style before running out of mana. And also don't forget her BKB doesn't cost any mana, and she has a magic wand. So she should be fine in the realm of regen. She's actually in Fountain, so she's getting crazy regen right now. I've once seen a Tinker with that much regen, just naturally, just walking around, and it was horrible. It was horrifying because he had a Bloodstone like 16 charges or something like that, and I was like, oh my gosh! And he had a Sheep Stick, Tornado Stick, and he had a Refresher. No, not Refresher. I lied. Lincoln Sphere. And a blink dagger. And a dagon. Thing is that 6 little limbs. I'm a little fuzzy on that dagon part, but he had a blink dagger though. And it was very scary to watch. I would not want to be playing against. And very painful to watch as well. Garcroft is finally coming back into the game. And we will be seeing some fights happening very soon. Nation's probably getting hit with that negative armor from Visage, but Visage is dead. He did go down. And now Prophet and crew will be pushing this middle tower, plus that top tower, because that top tower has treants pushing it already. The ghosts do come through. So I'm expecting 2 towers to be going down. Mirana is the only person alive to actually defend anything. That tower should be dying, and this tower should be dying as well.
Dire has secured their structures.
Sand King Sandstorm just to kill a few creeps.
Sandstorm
does do a decent bit of damage, 100 damage in a giant AoE for 80 seconds. If you can catch somebody in that tire AoE for that long, first of all, why in the heck are they playing Dota? They're going to stay in the AoE for that long. Second of all, that's 8,000 damage.
Middle tower has fallen.
That's a lot. Or sorry, is that 8,000? Yeah, it's 8,000. Yeah, 80 times 10 is 800, so 80 times 100, it's 8,000. That's 8,000 damage, guys. That's a lot of damage. I don't know if you can kill Roshan with that, but if you can, that'd be pretty funny. Just sandstorm him to death. And speaking of Roshan, he should be up very soon. His timer is going to be falling in like 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, no, I lied. Negative 1 second. There we go, guys. Roshan has regen out the wazoo. He just leveled up again. Let's see. Armor that increases as time goes on. Roshan only has, wow, okay. I thought he had a crap ton of armor. Nope. He only has like 7 armor. So negative 6 armor, that means that all his HP, his precious HP will not really matter all that much. H is just up on Roshan. I'm sorry, Roshan is up. These guys can go for Rosh if they want to. They're going to go and smoke gank. The Sentry Ward is scouting out everything coming out from the Radiant. So they know that the Dire is all up over here towards that Rosh pit. The Birds plus Visage are running into the Rosh pit, checking the T's there. And that's going to be about it. But now we got the Radiant roaming on towards the Rosh pit by the looks of it. They're trying to desperately get there before any Roshan shenanigans gets done. And Sand King just give himself some free mana. Prophet using those treants to scout out. See that Roshan's not getting done right now. Now I need to figure out where everybody else is. They have a Sentry Ward on the high ground over here. Tornado from Invoker does fly through. It does catch a Gyrocopter, just barely on the tail end of that. And the arrow from Rana does fly as well. Almost catches the Visages, which is not what you want to have happen, because, or almost catches the OD, which is not what you want to have happen, because OD, he's not as fragile as he was before, but he's still fragile nonetheless. Prophet's in the jungle all by himself. He has a sheep stick. OD has a sheep stick. Sheep sticks everywhere. Sheep sticks for everybody. Garcroft might be the one getting caught out the worst way possible, and he's going to back away. Arrow from Rana likely going to fly here very soon, and it does not fly. No arrow from Rana. And one of the spectators is saying, hey, can our CEOs watch the game next? Oh geez, no pressure. Just had the CEOs watch the game while CulBlu's casting, right? Right guys, right guys. Okay. Yeah, Roshan is getting punched in the face. We got a GG rune up on Shadowfee. Sadly, he has no life steal. He has no stand, or he has no Helmet Dominator. So he'll be forced to regen only with himself. Roshan does go down. Aegis does get picked up by Sand King, so Radiant will pick up kill on top of that. Now we got the kill. Now we got some damage going on both ways. We're trying to figure out who killed Roshan or where Roshan is going down. Gyrocopter got the Aegis though. Gyrocopter got the Aegis, and everybody inside of Euphoria go down as a team wipe for Radiant. I mean, guys, I'm sorry I wasn't as in tune with that team fight as I possibly could have been, but jeez. I was trying to figure out who got Roshan and who got the kill. I can't tell.
Dire's top tower isn't well at the moment.
Well, obviously Gyrocopter got the Aegis. I don't know if he was able to get the last hit on top of Roshan. If he was, that'd be horrible for Euphoria. 4-4 coming up from OD, trying to catch Invoker all by himself, but not going to be able to catch him. I think this game is more or less lost for Euphoria, because Nagasan, she's only what, level 10, almost level 11. Now we got a dead Visage in the trees, Bird's all down by himself. Invoker getting turned to a sheep. He gets killed by the OD. And that just might be GG. Nagasan, was that her ulti? Looks like she did pop her
Dire's
ulti.
middle tower is under fire.
Nagasan did just recently pop her ulti. A lot of damage going towards people in the mid lane.
Its end.
Just Sand King and Gyrocopter taking a bunch of damage. An arrow from Mirana does fly, hits Prophet smack dab in the face. BKB getting popped by Mirana. She gets caught. Arrow does fly from someone else. Bane throwing out his nightmare on top of Mirana. Nobody's stopping the Bane. Finally, a right click does come towards him, and that's a dead Bane. Shadow Fiend gonna try to throw his ulti. Not gonna be able to get in time. Beautiful bro shot coming from Sanky. Coming back in and keep his ally alive. BKB getting popped by Gara. Gara's just gonna have none of this nonsense. Doing a massive amount of damage. I don't know. I think I just saw Scotty. I'm not too sure who had it though. A lot of damage coming towards from Sand King on top of Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend gonna be getting caught inside the trees. He does go down. Sadly, he has no Shadow, but he's not gonna be able to juke away like his boss, like he wants to. Nagasaki gonna be going down. Does get killed by the Prophet, and now we got a kill going towards somebody else. The birds from Visage are trying to get stunned. TP coming forward, coming out from can't really tell who, but the kill does finally go on top of Garcop. People just dying all over the place. Double kills, multi kills, triple kills, quadra kills, ultra kills everywhere. And at the end of the day, guys, people just died on both sides, but the middle racks, the middle melee racks, which I think is the more important one, the middle melee racks for Euphoria is down, which means mega melee creeps will be walking into their base here very soon. So this wave is megas.
Top tower has been
Look at the
denied.
megas. Look at them megas, guys. Them megas. So the game is still going on. The Radiant have a nice little chokehold on this game. If you look at the goal graph, it shows heavily in favor of Tricked on that Radiant side, so good job on their part. The Diary, they had the Radiant had the XP graph in favor as well. Like I said before, the early game for the Diary was excellent with those roaming ganks, but they were not able to hold on to it for very long. Taking a look at the islands, we see Sheepstick up on 2 people, Prophet and OD. And on the other side, we see 2 BKBs up on 2 people. But hey, let's flip back to the other side on the Radiant. They have 2 BKBs as well. And Bane desperately trying to build that freaking Force Staff. He almost has it. Just you know, buying boards and stuff. And Gyrocopter, is he gonna be going for? Oh, sorry, wrong one, or wrong thing. Gyrocopter is in fact going for Yasha, so he will be going for the Manta style for that damage, and probably go for MKB or maybe go for Satanic. Those are 2 choices that he can go for. MKB for more damage, Satanic for that survivability. And Bane popping a Nightmare just to give himself some more mana. Mirana ulti getting used. These guys need to be very careful. Sanctuary can get dropped down by Bane if he needs to. It looks like somebody will be coming forward. Sand King is already here. Nagastar ulti does go through. Catches everybody who's already placed down here. And the arrow from Mirana does fly. Catches OD in the face, and OD will be going down, getting killed everywhere. BKB's all around the place. A lot of damage coming towards people. Sadly, Gyrocop's ulti is going to be doing a whole bunch of Bane's ulti is going to be doing a whole bunch as well. The Dire will not be able to stand that fight, and Mirana will be going down too. Will to be a Sand King, and that will be the end of all of it. Nagastar, her ulti was a nice initiation. Sadface coming up from OD. He was the one who got focused down. They did an excellent job of killing the killing the OD, but they didn't have enough damage to kill everybody else. OD had the support necessary for him to win that fight.
Lies in ruins.
Just the arrow. He wasn't able to get that Astro off in time, and the arrow was a little bit too much. Obviously, it was more than enough to kill him, guys, but still, it's just a little bit too much. And oh, look, his hand demise is on cooldown now. Sad days.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil. Dire's bottom tower had a tragic ending.
You know, Prophet gonna be getting caught in the woods. I'm sorry, getting caught in the net. Does get killed on top of that. Does get killed on top of that Raxus. And now we got Sand King trying to survive, trying to pick up his last item, but not gonna be able to pick up anything. OD does go down. Tornado from Invoker does fly, catches the Bane. And like I said before, guys, this is where the downfall of the Cross Rights Invoker comes in. Is that he's not really all that effective late game because everything he does, I mean, just pop BKB and you don't really care. Or just 4-step out and you know, like you don't really care, you just ignore him the whole entire time. So if he was going for a Class X on Invoker, he could be doing some right click damage on his own, but he sadly has no damage. And my Sheepstick getting used at the top of Shiz on that Invoker, he does go down to the Gyrocopter, able to pick up that last hit on top of him with that right click.
Farewell to Dire's
and now we got a kill going towards a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend will be going down. Dead. Shadow Fiend is dead. He only had 6 souls. GG well played, getting thrown out. Arrow from Ron does fly, catches a Prophet in the face, and Prophet will be the one to go down by the looks of it. Ron again calls out the ulti from Gyrocopter, and that's the end of the game. That is it for this game. And that is it. Alright guys, so my name is CulBlu. I just brought you guys this first game, and I think this is the best of 2, in the Dota 2, or sorry, in the JoinDota Cup. Is it JoinDota Cup? Yeah, too many games I've been casting, guys. Jeez. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys, whatever.